main all the way out, it'll spin faster, Dylan. If you go when you turn down, you gotta let the main all the way out. And pull the jib in and move it around. There you go.
All right.
Cunningham line. Did you find one?
He did.
Okay.
He got it off of 3 here.
Okay, so we're gonna have to remember. Can you guys remember to work on when we get back in? We need to find another Cunningham line, okay? Yeah, don't let the boat capsize.
Oh, it's sinking.
Okay, first 2 out.
What? You want to get in? You don't want me on time? Yeah, I'm not. I want to get to the sailor now. Are we ready? Yeah, just push the front end out. I don't get cold. Make sure you're on the other side of the boat.
Let the main out as you turn down. Let the main all the way out right now. All the way out.
Oh, geez, I'm so
It
wrapped
doesn't
up.
turn unless you let it out. Very easy.
So wrapped up, I didn't even watch where I was going with that. So there's our second boat out. Here we go with the third.
So where do I want this going at?
Just tighten it down a little bit. It's okay.
It's not opening for you?
It's fine.
Can you tighten the jib down pretty tight? Keep it up.
It is going to be cold. And here we go. There's my safe boat coming in. I'm going to hop aboard.
Guys are.
Squall's over. Everybody's been capsized and back up. These guys haven't quite made it back over.
Maybe that's Bernie.
That's Riley.
Yay!
Oh,
Whoa. It does that, you gotta climb over the other side.
well, here we are. We're on our way in. Take it close. Gonna steal their air. Gotta get that jib under control. O'Reilly's working that one. It doesn't have it all the way up. But there they go. Sailing up close to the wind. There's Terry. That's not Terry. That's the other 4 kids. Much better. Much better. They'll make it to that deck. Working it up. Working it up. Stay up. gets even tighter up in here. Lots to come about. How about this?
Are you still recording? Yeah, I can show this.
All right.
Are you still recording, Bruce?
I am.
You are?
Yes. All right, but I'm off now.
Okay, good. So,
Your teeth chattering. Yeah. This is a sign of hypothermia. Is the boathouse open?
A little bit more of a pull.
We need your muscle.
Here it comes.
no, the bailer's not up.
Got to get the bailer up.
You get that capsized on video?
Yeah, I don't know. Everybody was over at one point or another.
Walk up or somebody should walk up.
I ride in the boat 5 times, 4 times going back
You a little cold?
You want to go ahead and do that?
Inoperable.
Yeah, man. Don't forget to put your bailer up before you pull it up.
Yeah, I think that's good. Okay. You guys are all good? Got all the boats up?
Are you warm enough?
Yeah, kind of.
Turn it a little
fingers,
bit.
but
Yeah. Now, which one are you, Casey?
Cody.
Cody. You warm enough?
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys did amazingly well for how hard it was blowing, and for the fact that everybody's a little bit rusty.
Austin.
So the problem was often, if the wind's coming like this, and your boat was somewhat, it was like on the side, I'm going to literally draw it on the side, the wind's coming down, so you lift that boom up, or get the top of the mast out of the water, the wind just picks it up and boom, over you go. And I saw a couple of you were doing the scoop method. So you had one person that you were prepared for this. So somebody came over on this side. You had one person out here on the center board, right? And one of you guys was there. And then you had another person in here. And it didn't always work because it came up so fast. I mean, it's cranking out there. There's no question. But that was perfect. That was exactly what you wanted to do. So the key to this is that if you can, try to rotate the boat so that it looks more like that, right? Okay, into the wind, the bow is in the wind. So you bring it up, then when it's up, it's automatically in, there's no force on the sails, right? If your head is, if the bow is into the wind, you bring it up, you're not gonna go back over again. So that's really the key when it's blowing hard like that, is trying to get the bow into the wind. And sometimes it actually takes swimming the boat over, rotate it around. I don't know if that's what you guys did. Okay, that's what you did. That was great. That was perfect. Exactly what I wanted to do. So that was really good. Other comments on sailing out there? It was pretty tricky. You guys were, before that squall hit, it looked really good. You want to make sure you keep the boats pretty flat when you're going upwind, and you're using that main to keep the boat flat. So you get a little puff, let the main out a little, bring it back in again. Okay?
A couple comments. Cale and Austin, when you guys were out there, did 2 things I saw really good. First thing was when you got really tired, what'd you do?
Rested.
You rested. Where did you rest?
On top of the boat.
Okay, you just got on top of the boat, you just hung on, and you guys were talking it through, right? You're trying to talk about how you're going to make it go right and all that kind of stuff. That was a very good thing to do. The second thing, Austin, I watched you do this when the boat was coming up. The mast, when you're just capsized and that mast is right at the top of the water, you notice it started to break surface, and I watched you balance it there. And that's a good thing. If you watch that balance when the mast is starting to break, you got a minute there to really get yourself ready to scramble over the rail, because once it starts going, it breaks the surface, you know it's going to keep going. It's slow at first, it goes really fast, and you have to scramble over the top. And it was a little bit windy for you, Austin, to get in fast. If you'd scooped Cale on that one, you'd been okay.
Or if I scooped him.
Either one, yeah. But you got to watch that. Right when the mast is about, the boat will come really slow. It's really hard when it's turtle and it gets up to the capsized position. It goes really, really slow, and you're tugging and pulling on the centerboard. Once the mast is right there at the edge of the water, just know it's like a teeter-totter at that point. And once it starts coming your way, scramble over the top and get into the middle of the bottom of the boat as fast as you can.
I think we should have been using the scoop method more today.
Yeah.
When I was out there, first I had forgotten about it, but because that gets the person in the boat right away.
Yeah, yeah.
The harness has to